one for the middle row, one for the back row as well. My camera... Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman and today I'm going to be taking you for a walk around video tour of our 2011 Grand Voyager Limited. This video might be a little long. There's a lot to talk about on this car. It is full of features, easily the best minivan you can buy for the growing family. Now we'll start at the front, iconic Chrysler style. With the Limited, you do get the nice updated headlights. In this one, you do get the projector headlights with the HIDs. You get the little washer jets here to keep them nice and squeaky and clean. At the front, on the condition of the car, a minor little stone chip there, but overall presents brilliantly. Nice metallic black paintwork at the front. You're definitely going to stand out in this car. Chrome accents throughout, as you'd expect with the top of the range. You've got chrome on the bumper bar, chrome everywhere on this car. Coming around to the front driver's wheel, you'll see we have got what looks like a very close to brand new, if not brand new, tyre on the front of this car, an unmarked alloy wheel. Coming to the side now, chrome mirrors, big mirrors, nice and easy to drive, indicators in the mirror there, chrome strips down the door. I'm struggling to find a nick or a scratch on the doors of this car. It presents brilliantly. Now my camera is just going to quickly look up at the roof and give you a little hint that we do have a sunroof up there. We do have roof rails and you do have the adjustable roof racks too. We have two of them there as well. You can little click them and remove them if you wanted to as well. So you've got storage up there as well. Now, on the side of this car, one of the coolest features that's going to make you stand out at school drop-off, on the remote, we do have the one key for this car. On the remote, heaps of buttons. There's one here, tap that twice. How easy is that? You've also got buttons inside to do that. Kids, get on in. Now you'll notice I have got the car, we're going to have a look inside a lot later, but I have got it set up with a stow and go system. The seat is currently folded into the floor. Quite a simple process of just lifting up this cover here. If I grab the little latch, you'll see the seat is hidden under there. You grab the handle and it just folds straight back up into place. We'll have it in place in a moment. And then to close the door, it does it itself. Very easy. Moving along down the side of the vehicle, no signs of scratches, nicks, dents or anything like that on the driver's side of the car. Almost unmarked rear wheel, it's actually dust. So I'm going to go with unmarked rear wheel and a really good condition tyre on the back of this car as well. Coming around to the back of the Grand Voyager now, we're going to talk about this in a lot of detail in a minute, but the highlight reel here, more chrome, rear wiper, high mount stoplight, good rear step, reversing sensors as well. Oh, and a little one hidden in here, little camera there too. Almost forgot about that. Coming around to the passenger side. Now the passenger side, if we were to see damage, is generally where you do see damage on a vehicle, but overall presents very good. Rear wheel here, unmarked, great condition tyre as well. A minor little tiny pimple dent there. If I didn't point it out, you probably wouldn't notice, but a tiny little one there and a little tiny scuff there. But overall presents brilliantly. No marks on this rear door. And what I can see is a little mark just in the center of that door there. But overall, I'm being quite picky on this car. Of course, the key opens that door as well, so don't feel like the passengers on this side are missing out on the fun. The last wheel here, of course, almost unmarked. We have a very minor rash on the front wheel here and what looks like brand new tyre on the front because it still has its little fluffy things on it as well. So overall, the exterior of this car presents brilliantly and you're definitely going to stand out. Alright, round to the front of the Grand Voyager now. Sadly, the bonnet doesn't electrically open. You do unlatch it from the passenger side of the vehicle. Little latch just there. And a manual stay to stop it dropping on us while we do the video. What you're looking there is a 3.8 litre V6 engine combined up to a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's going to give you 142 kilowatts of power, 305 newton meters of torque. On the average out of this big luxury filled van, you're going to get 12.3 litres to the 100. Out of a 75 litre tank, you're going to get in excess of 600 kilometres of average driving range. And like magic, we're now at the back of the Chrysler Grand Voyager. As I mentioned, gave you the highlight reel before. We've got high mount stoplight, rear wiper, chrome everywhere, and nice step with reversing sensors in it as well. And yet again, the key comes out. We push this button a couple of times, tailgate opens automatically. Here's a little handle there you can grab if you want to. Reverse camera just before it jumps out of our way as well. Goes up nice, easy, really tall actually, well out of my height. Now you'll see huge storage area in the back with all the seats up, quite commonly in third row cars, especially SUVs that have had little seats tacked in the back. You've got no storage space. In this car, you have masses of storage, but even, hang on, we've got, I don't know if that's Thomas, it must be one of Thomas's tank engine's friends in the back of the car as well. I'm gonna hide him in the car. When you come and look at the car, see if you can find him. I think he might be Percy. All right. In the back of the car, a little bit of a sideways move there. In the back of the car, obviously leather seats throughout. Over this side is a bit of the highlight reel. I'm going to move behind the cameraman because he hates when I walk in front of him. You've got a multitude of buttons here, and what they all do is change the layout of the car. Now, if I select both seats, you can select left or right. I'm going to select both seats here, and I'm going to say I want to stow them away, please. And then like magic, you're standing here at the IKEA line with your big trolley, the big Billy bookcase, wanting to fit it in the back of this car. Look how easy it is and how open the car becomes. You've got seats soldered flat, no fuss, no muss, nice and easy to work with. Big box goes straight in. Thing to note in the rear, obviously now the seats are out of the way, you can see we've got 3 cup holders for the rear seat occupants. We've got little window blinds here as well, just see if I can see them as well for the rear seat passengers. And a highlight for me, you've actually got 2 roof mounted DVD screens for all of the passengers to enjoy the view. All right, now we're inside of the car now. As you can see, a comfortable place to fit. I fit really well in this car. As I mentioned before, we have the 2 DVDs, one for the middle row, one for the back row as well. My cameraman's going to have to duck and look up a little bit because another feature I love in these big vans is we have air conditioning vents in the roof. I've got them here, we've got them in the third row as well. We've got a spot to hang shopping bags. One key thing to note, my cameraman always tells me I forget, have airbags in the back row of this car as well as the blind I mentioned before for the third row occupants. Little LED lights in the roof to light up the back if the kids are colouring. A little feature I love on these cars, makes you feel like you're on a flight. You can have your sippy cup on the back seat here. Really nice feature, that one actually. Little storage nick. Now anyone who's had kids knows on a long trip they need to be occupied. Now that means toys, all sorts of things. When you've got the seats up, you gain that space. There's this one here and that one over there. You have heaps and heaps of space for all of Thomas and Percy's friends to fit in the floor of this car, as well as a little button in here. So if little Timmy gets in the back seat of the car, he can just push this little button here and the door's going to close, and we're going to resume inside in a moment. So nice big heavy doors that are nice and safe, but easy to close for the kids. Really good to live with. Someone's put a lot of thought into this car. Now, we're going to resume the normal interior view that we usually start sitting here. One thing to note, I didn't mention, I have armrests here. We also have armrests for the second row seats as well, making it a nice, comfortable experience to drive long distance with. Starting up the front, the camera is going to be looking at the door here. We have driver's memory seat, so you've got different settings for different people, obviously. We've got the little buttons here I can control. That opens up the third row's windows, and I can close them again as well, which is a nice feature to have. Door locks here, window locks, so the kiddies can't play with any of the windows of the doors. These are for the front doors and the sliding doors as well. And then you've got your mirror controls, which if you're in a big car park that you don't want to have them knocked off, can fold them in. Now, one thing to note, I'm going to get my camera to zoom in a little bit here. You might have seen electrochromatic mirrors in the center, auto dim on the side mirrors as well. So gone are the days when you're driving along, you dim that mirror, but you're driving down the highway because of someone's bright headlights, they dim down for you. Brilliant feature. On this side of the car here, automatic headlights. As I mentioned before, HRD low beams, making this car great to drive at night time. You've got dash brightness as well as little cabin lights as well, just there. Bringing the steering wheel around, brilliant condition. Can't find any signs of wear on the leather on this steering wheel. Nice Chrysler chrome line there, probably should level it out. Cruise control stick, same as the Toyota system because it works on, off, up, down, simple. On here we've got our little navigation buttons and little menu buttons, but secret hidden behind it are the media buttons. You've got station over here and volume on the right hand side just behind the steering wheel. Quite simple to use once you're used to it actually. Into the cluster here. I really like the way they've done it. Nice silver, very classy gauges here. We've got temperature, we've got odometer showing 123,000 kilometers on this car currently. Tacho, of course, speedo as well, showing both miles in the middle and kilometers at the top. Telling me currently my cameraman's door is open and we're half full of fuel. On the Chryslers, it's the same across the whole range. Everything's on one stalk. We have the headlight high beam. The headlight switches over here. So you got high beam there. If you push it, you get the wipers, as you just saw. Twist it to set where you want the wipers to be, of course. Rain sensing wipers in this car, of course. And then you've got the rear one over here as well, which you can hear moving there because it's dry. Key, nice and easy. Pop it in there, turn it. You're probably familiar with that one. Going to get the cameraman to go this way. That's a highlight. We'll get to that in a minute. As I mentioned, quite common these days to have an electrochromatic mirror in the center. Same as the side ones. Bright headlights, it dims down automatically. Going up from there, we have buttons to control the doors. As I mentioned before, you can turn the electric doors on and off if you don't like the feature. Why you turn it off is beyond me. So you come to school pickup, open the back door, kids throw the bags in, open the two side doors, kids get in, side doors close, you're out. That is the quickest school pickup you will ever do. Then going from here, we've got a little mirror, so if you feel like being the bus driver and watching the children, watching my cameraman play up, you can. Nice feature, that one. Over here, little button here, I'm going to slide this back. Making the car even bigger is an open glass sunroof that of course you can open up and move around and all that sort of thing. I'm just going to close that again because the camera generally doesn't like that much brightness. Coming back down again now, we have the Chrysler navigation system. Very good audio systems in all of the Chryslers. They pride themselves on that, and comfortable seats and great audio. With this one, we've got navigation, currently showing our secret location at 20-32 Kangan Drive here at Berwick Mitsubishi. You've got the Bluetooth phone Uconnect system. You've got navigation, of course. You've got under here, if I pop that up, sorry if I get my fingers in the way, there's a little USB port hidden in there as well. There's an auxiliary port just below it. You can select radio media. If I hit this button here, it should come up with radio. There we go. So you've got AM, FM, of course. Hit it again. Hard drive, you put your CDs in, it can store it to it. Disk, auxiliary, and VES. Not sure what VES is. Maybe it's the screens on the roof. Get rid of that. Go back to navigation, please, to show our secret location again. Volume on off, of course. Coming down from there, nice analog clock. Really nice to see they've kept that. Big air conditioning vents, as I've mentioned, you get cooling for everyone in this car. ESP off, don't know why you'd want that in a minivan. This button here allows you to test all of the indicators at once if you feel the need to. Now into the cooling system that I mentioned before. Takes up a bit of space because it is fully featured. Currently set to low because it's 36 degrees here in sunny Berwick. You can control the driver, the passenger, and then you've got rear as well as the front heated seats, of course, because you need these luxuries in life. Brilliant if you wake up in the morning with a bit of a sore back. Change your life, that one. Or you can go and sync them all together. If you hit this button, they all sync. Happy days, everyone's the same, no arguments there. The driver is in control. Below that, there it is, VES. We've explained it. It is the multi-CD, the DVD unit for the roof mount DVDs there. Below this, we have many power points. We've got a little stock there for something. I don't know what you put there. You can tell me when you come and see the car. 12 volt socket there, 12 volt socket there. Bins here for all of your things. Probably charge 2 phones off that. Leather wrapped handbrake here, of course. One thing to note while we're looking at the floor, do have the Grand Voyager floor mats for the first 2 rows of the car as well. As I mentioned before, automatic transmission. Pop it into reverse because my cameraman loves it when I make him change. And you've got the camera there as well, showing what's behind you. And then we have drive as well, just there. So when you're on the test drive, that's drive. If you go one further, that's manual and you'll be in first gear and you've got to change it and things. Probably just best to leave it in drive. Pop it back up into park. Big cup holder there for all of your many cups. I'm going to get my cameraman to zoom around the interior a little bit just to look at the quality of the seats and the amount of space we've got in this car. Might take a little bit of time to tour around there. While he's doing that, I'm going to jump into the service books of this car actually. And don't forget, I'm going to be hiding Percy somewhere in the car. Let's see if you can find it when you come and have a look at the car. Jumping into the service books of the car, the story just gets better and better here. This is what we really want to see actually. Oh, you just came flying back. Hello again. we've got full service history stamped all the way through. Looks like it's been over in Essendon for most of its life. So we've got Essendon, Chrysler Jeep all the way through till 71,000. Then it's gone to a private mechanic and it's been serviced. And he's even written what oils and what brake pads and things he's done as well. So a really good mechanic that writes down everything he does. I like that. Serviced all the way through. And then the last one done by us when we brought it into stock, that service by us includes oil and filter change as well as a 125-point safety check and a roadworthy certificate. So this car is ready to go. Amazing, amazing features inside. Brilliant books. The story is getting better and better with this car. Thank you for watching our video walk around tour of our Chrysler Grand Voyager Limited. If you've made it this far through the video, you'll have realized how many features this car has. I mean, if you want a car that has everything that opens and shuts, literally, this is the car. It has every option you could possibly want, some options that even brand new luxury cars still don't have. You are looking at fully featured best minivan on the market, and you're going to struggle to find one in better condition. Do be very quick for this car. Give us a call on 9907 0555. But don't forget to ask your salesperson about a 5-year mechanical protection plan we offer on this car that now includes 5 years of roadside assistance with really good coverage. That number again, 9907 0555, and thank you for watching.